It's Lamar. To me, it's Lamar. I understand Mahomes, 3-time Super Bowl champion, I'm three back-to-back. But I'm just looking at Lamar from the standpoint, the greatness that we already associate with him. We've already validated Mahomes' greatness. He's already recognized as the greatest, arguably the greatest quarterback who ever lived. Lamar Jackson goes out there and wins a Super Bowl with all the other things we've already seen him do. All of a sudden, he's in the conversation, solidified as one of the greatest quarterbacks who have ever played in the National Football League. And when you can,
it's gonna roll, flip it, got it. Oh, the ball was dropped. He had the 2-point conversion in his hands.
First half, I had 2 costly turnovers. Me not holding the safety, me just knowing the coverage, me knowing it was man. Through a BS interception. Situations like this, turnovers play a factor. Penalties play a factor. Tonight, it's the turnovers. You can't have that shit, you know? And that's why we lost the game, because as you can see, we moving the ball wonderfully. It's hold on to the fucking ball. I'm sorry for my language, but this shit annoying. I'm tired of this shit, man.
Reason why I voted for Lamar really quickly, 4,000 passing yards, 900 rushing yards, first quarterback to ever do that. Almost broke the record for passer rating. Played a harder slate of defenses, and then in their head-to-head matchup came out on top. So that was the difference for me. I know with Bills, people point to Allen being more valuable maybe because of the pieces around him. I do think people underrate how good that offensive line is. That was another thing I took into consideration. But like I said, this was very close.
And the AP Most Valuable Player presented by Invisalign is Josh Allen.
Okay.
The only reason he's not a 3-time MVP is because the writers wanted to be nice to Josh Allen. That is the only reasonable explanation for how it is that Lamar Jackson could be first-team All-Pro and Josh Allen win the MVP, and they play the same position. It was the participation trophy type thing ever. Like, everybody deserves to win every now and then. Like, you can't give Employee of the Month to the same person every month, even though every month is the same person doing the job. I think that Lamar Jackson may ultimately end up with his historical legacy being he might be the last black quarterback of his ilk to truly have to fight to play quarterback. Of course, there's more left for Lamar to do. He is going to make it to the Hall of Fame. I don't think he is a Hall of Famer necessarily right now at this moment, but 2-time MVP, 3-time first-team All-Pro quarterback, I feel pretty confident that he is going to go to the Hall of Fame.
Best roster. I think it's the most interesting, fascinating, pressure-loaded team in the NFL. Yeah. Because the question gets asked all the time. We're years into this now. When are they going to get it done? What's it going to take? When are they going to get over the hump? And it's a really difficult question to answer. It's not, well, they got to be able to throw the ball better. Nope, that's good. They need more perimeter players. That's great. The candid answer is like, someone's got to make a play when it matters the most. It's almost like when will they get over the hump, when they don't choke it away in a way. And I don't want to use that about a team, no doubt, an organization that I have such immense respect for. But it does feel like they get into those situations like, well, who's going to make the play to lose the game?
Dan, L'Jarius Sneed knocks the ball out of Zay Flowers' hand on the goal line 2 years ago. Last year, Mark Andrews, I know everyone's so triggered about talking about.
But they're great players.
These are great players.
Who are always clutch except for when they really needed them to be clutch.
And like, if you're talking to a Raven fan, like I'm saying they have the best roster in football, I know the Ravens fan, they don't want to hear that.
They don't care about it.
I don't want to hear about it anymore.
September, October, November, December.
Talk to me in February.
Can you finally, you are one of those rare teams. Can you finally get it done?
Playoff record. And in those 4 starts, he's thrown.
1 of 1.
Find some lanes. He wasn't able to, so he ran it for a couple yards. Justice Hill gives the back. Likely in motion, he bobbles it. Scoops it in, vacuums it home. Here comes Hubbard. Oh, he threw him away like a rag doll. And he throws in the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. Caught for a touchdown by Likely. Absolutely amazing.
It's as good a running back as we've seen.
Jackson will keep this time. And look at the speed. Lamar Jackson is gone. Touchdown. Merry Christmas. 48 yards.
Again, he's getting all kinds of protection all day. Slides over to buy time, flings it down the field. It's caught for the touchdown.
I spoke with the rival NFL exec today after that Jair Alexander move, and he mentioned this is the most talented Ravens team he's seen in the Lamar Jackson era. And so as we hear DeAndre Hopkins talk about the trio of different weapons, remember all those years we talked about not having enough weapons? The Ravens have enough now.
40. Good protection, aired out. Bateman downfield, and he has got it for the touchdown. You saw the flag. That call is against the Chargers, and this touchdown will stand.
Christian Fulton was in a great position. He just could not locate the ball. What a great job by Rashad Bateman.
It was 6 field goals.
That's right.
Back in week 11. Deep drop. Jackson surveys. Jackson fires. Caught. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman.
Great insert on the other side.
1st and 10. Down the middle. Look wide open. It's Flowers again, and he breaks the tackle. And he's off to the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Not at all. 3rd and goal. Jackson. Running around. Little jump pass, touchdown.
The Baltimore Ravens have also made some additions in free agency. This is a fun one. Kyle, you were just talking about it a couple minutes ago. To me, the most consequential news that happened yesterday, maybe not involving quarterbacks, DeAndre Hopkins, the former Chiefs receiver, former Titans receiver, he is set to join the Baltimore Ravens, a new target for Lamar Jackson. Gets a 1-year, $6 million deal. And look, we've seen the social media, right? We've seen the picture with DeAndre Hopkins, Derrick Henry, and Lamar Jackson going, how many touchdowns could these guys get? I would like to know. I really would like to know. And we are about to find out.
They get their 2 big stars back. Meanwhile, there goes Henry. All the way for the touchdown. 44 yards.
Not only 9 carries. Hand off. This is Mitchell. Cuts to the outside.
Oh, wow.
That's a first down and more. Still going. Keaton Mitchell all the way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 39 yards. Here is Hill. He gets the first down, and on he goes. Inside the 10. End zone. Touchdown. Justice Hill.
The Ravens are the only team in football that have 5 All-Pros starting on defense since 2022. 5 of them. Not 5 Pro Bowlers, not 5 kind of good players, 5 All-Pros. Jair Alexander, Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey, Madubuike, and then Roquan Smith. 5 All-Pros. 5 first-round picks just at DB alone. Okay, bring me on camera. They don't need to see that anymore. When I think about the Baltimore Ravens, it's simple for me. They could have the best cornerback tandem in football when you think about Jair Alexander and Nate Wiggins, or Jair Alexander and Marlon Humphrey. And if Malachi Starks is in the league, what he showed the potential to be in college at Georgia, they should and could have the best safety tandem in football. So you got the best cornerback tandem in football. You got the best safety tandem in football. You have arguably the best linebacker in football in Roquan Smith. I would suggest Fred Warner. If you want to say Roquan Smith, I won't argue with you. And then Madubuike, you have a top 5 defensive lineman in all of football. I would suggest his ability to play the run and rush the passer. So you got the best cornerback tandem in football, potentially the best safety tandem in football. You have one of the best, if not the best, linebackers in football, then one of the best defensive linemen.
Play fake. Wilson, pressure. Has to get rid of it. That's picked up. The other way.
time, and then, of course, last week, Bart, once they got Dedeke back. Now 3rd down and 13. This is underthrown, and Humphrey comes away with it. That's his second of the night, and it will stand.
Trying to stay alive. He'll be spun down and dropped for a short sack. Kyle Van Noy says, hey.
And Kyle Hamilton.
Backing up, pressure comes. Guess who? Kyle Van Noy. 11 and a half sacks now on the season.
What you're playing. On 3rd and 5, and that's the Ravens defense making the play. It was Kyle Van Noy just driving back to tight end Dawson Knox. And that is Zach Orr we were just talking about.
Wilson. Down he goes at the 35-yard line. Mono beat. On his way to 300. Instead he gets sacked here. Back at the 41-yard line. And a PK again.
CD Lamb, top of the screen. Prescott looking that way. Goes over the middle. There's Lamb. Catches on the slant inside the 12. The ball came out. It's loose. Baltimore, I think, got it. They do. Nate Wiggins punched it out. And the Ravens recover.
2nd and goal. Boyle rolling right. Goes end zone. Is incomplete. He was looking for Malik Neighbors. Nate Wiggins, the rookie first rounder out of Clemson, had the coverage.
He's been fun to watch this season. He has not given up a lot of completions. You're seeing him right here. You see a little bit of the trash talk, him talking to some Giants fans on the sideline. But that one-on-one coverage, inserting him into the lineup and moving Marlon Humphrey in to play the nickel has been really good for this defense. And he's a guy that has really...
I'm getting back from a meeting. Everything looking great, and we're about to go.
Play clock down to 2. Winston's in trouble, and Hamilton takes him down. He lost the football. There's a scramble for it, and the Ravens have recovered.
Back. It's an empty hand coming through, which was almost the guarantee for the fumble.
Hamilton blitzes, and they get to him first before Hamilton even gets there. Davius Robinson, he's a rookie out of Mississippi, a 4th-round draft choice. Takes him to the turf.
Just such quickness.
Pressure's coming. He is sacked. Away with his first sack of the year.
Take over. 2 timeouts. It's in through. And was it scooped by Smith? A pick for the moment at midfield for Roquan Smith.
You know, I was perusing the internet today, and I saw this. For the radio audience, it won't land as well. Basically, they put Peyton Manning and Lamar Jackson after Lamar had a disappointing weekend, and they compared them through 7 years in the playoffs. And what you have is identical quarterbacks. They'd played 8 games. Both were 3-5. They both completed 60% of their throws. Passer rating, Peyton's a little higher. Touchdown interceptions, very similar. It's a very fair comparison, but we just, and it's maybe it's the iPhone, it's our society, the volume of media. We don't let anything marinate or bake anymore. Tom Brady did not beat Tom Brady. Peyton Manning did not beat Tom Brady in the playoffs until he was in his 30s. Peyton Manning didn't win a Super Bowl until he was in his 30s. Lamar Jackson just turned 28. John Elway did not win a Super Bowl. The legend of John Elway did not win a Super Bowl. Think about this. Until he was 37. Matt Stafford did not win a playoff game until year 13. LeBron, the best overall basketball player of all time. LeBron James, in a sport driven by 1 or 2 stars, did not win a title for 9 years.